All right, now we want to talk about error propagation. So physicists and engineers tend to make liberal use of the approximation delta y by the differential y. One way this occurs in practice is the estimation of errors propagated by physical measuring devices. For example, if you let x represent the measured value of a variable and let x plus delta x represent the exact value, then delta x is the error in measurement. Okay? So finally, if the measured value is used to compute another value, f of x, the difference between f of x plus delta x and f of x is the propagated error. So the exact value is x plus delta x, and delta x is the measurement error. You know sometimes how they're like within 1/1000th of an inch? Well, that's the measurement error. And then if you're measuring the dimensions of a table, trying to get the area of a table, and your measurements have to be within 1/1000th of an inch, that's your measurement error. And then you're going to use the length and width and multiply those together to get the area. Okay, that would be the function. So the measured radius of a ball bearing is 0.7 inches, as shown in this figure. So if you look, there's the ball bearing, and they use this measurement device to measure it. If the measurement is correct to 1/100th of an inch, estimate the propagated error in the volume of the ball bearing. Okay, so the volume formula is 4/3 pi r cubed, where r is the radius of the sphere, so you can write r as 0.7. So the possible error is within 1/100th of an inch. So it could be 1/100th of an inch too small or 1/100th of an inch too big. So to approximate the propagated error in the volume, differentiate v to obtain dv dr. So dv dr is 4 pi r squared, and write dv, or excuse me, delta v is approximately differential v, which is 4 pi r squared times dr. So 4 pi times the radius squared, which is 0.7 squared, times plus or minus 0.01. We're doing both at one time. So if you do that, you would have 0.06158 cubic inches plus or minus. So the volume is going to be within 0.06158 cubic inches either way of the exact volume of a ball bearing that was at a radius of 0.7 inches. So the volume has a propagated error of about 0.06 cubic inches. Would you say that the propagated error in example 3 is large or small? The answer is best given in relative terms by comparing dv with v. So what you do is you take your propagated error, divide it by the true volume. So 4 pi r squared dr divided by the volume formula. If you simplify it, you get 3dr over r. Plug in your numbers. So r was 0.7, dr was plus or minus 0.01. So you get plus or minus 0.0429. And that's called the relative error. If you multiply it by 100, you get the percent error. So it's 4.29%. So it's good to get a relative error, so relative to the volume of the actual object or relative to whatever it is that you're measuring, okay? Because if you were off by 1/100th of an inch, but your object was 5 miles long, that would be very, very accurate. But if you're off by 1/100th of an inch and your object has a radius of 1/10 of an inch, that's quite a big error. Okay, so you have to compare the size of your error relative to the size of the thing that you're measuring. All right, so that's it for that video. Next time we're going to talk about calculating differentials.